Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday morning, Unity of the Valley, December 27th, the last Sunday of 2020. We're going to start off with the song, Thank You for This Life, Spirit. And as soon as you see the lyrics, we'll begin. There we go. Thank you. I think you all know this. Here we go. Thank you for this life, Spirit. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this life, Spirit. Thank you for this life. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful life. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful life. This day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. All right. Thank you for my friend, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friend, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Your love. Thank you for your love, Spirit. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your love, Spirit. Thank you for your love. Your wonderful, your wonderful, your wonderful love. Your wonderful, your wonderful, your wonderful love. One more time, this life. Here we go. Thank you for this life, Spirit. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this life, Spirit. Thank you for this life. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful life. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful life. Yeah. Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Thank you, Spirit, for this life, for this day, and for you, all of you. Welcome to Unity of the Valley Spiritual Center. This is our live Zoom Sunday service, and I'm delighted you are with us this morning. I hope you had a joyful, meaningful Christmas, and today is our special New Year's service, our big year-end review, and we're calling it the Release and Renew Ritual. My name is Barb Crist. I'm a licensed Unity teacher, and I will be leading the service this morning. We're giving some of our dedicated volunteers time off this morning, so you're going to hear a lot from me today and from Rich Miller. I would like to thank our volunteers, and I think there's going to be a slide for that. Perfect. I'd like to thank all the people behind the scenes this morning who are making today's service possible. Catherine Belisle is doing all this unseen technical work to make sure we're up and running on Zoom and Facebook Live and being recorded. We deeply appreciate you, Catherine. Mark Sowald is displaying the slides and helping monitor this Zoom meeting. Thank you, Mark. Tim Buss and Peggy Henriksen developed all the slides that you'll see this morning, and they're beautiful. Thank you, Tim and Peggy. And I also want to thank Peggy Henriksen for all the coordination and communication that she does with all of the teams every Sunday to make sure we know what we're doing. She's like the director on a movie set. Peggy, you're an angel. Thank you so much. We are blessed with incredible, talented volunteers. And speaking of talented, I want to thank our musician. We have Rich Miller with us this morning. And Rich, you're amazing. I love talking to you. I love listening to your music, and I'm so glad you're with me this morning for this special service. With all of us, actually. So, a few reminders, I think, or housekeeping. There's probably a slide for that. Yeah. We'd like to remind you to keep your sound turned off for the entire service. And At the end of the service, your microphone will be unmuted so you can talk to each other then. Everyone is invited to stick around after the service for that social time. It's really fun to see each other and have a few minutes to talk and laugh. We invite you to turn off your video, especially if you don't want to be seen during the service or if you're multitasking or moving around. That movement kind of can be a distraction for other people watching. Some people stop their video and some people just put a Post-it note over the camera. And that works too. We also ask you to refrain from using that chat feature until our service is ended. We found that chat messages kind of interrupt the flow and focus of the service. So I think that's it for the reminders. Not quite there yet. I want to say one more thing. Mark Selwell usually is the moderator for our Sunday service, and he sets a high bar. He's a fun guy, and he frequently has a story, quote, or a joke to share. So in keeping with Mark's lightheartedness, I have a joke for you. Are you ready? How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? Tentacles. How'd I do, Mark? He's clapping. Okay. It's my pleasure to be with you here today from my home to you. And again, I welcome you all. And I especially want to greet and welcome anyone who's new to our spiritual center, maybe visiting us for the first time. Will you all join me now in welcoming our guests and also welcoming each other with this on the screen? We offer you peace, love, and friendship. We bless you, and we're glad you're here. All right. All right, the daily word is next, and it really sets the tone for today's service. So let's move deeper into spirit as I read the daily word. And the word for today is release, December 27th, release. And the affirmation is, I take the best and leave the rest. My experiences of this past year have brought me gifts of insight, new perspectives, many chances to grow and stretch myself, and perhaps the opportunity to develop a skill that serves me in my work or brings greater enjoyment to my leisure time. Some experiences have been painful or difficult, and these too have offered their gifts. I accept all that has come my way. With gratitude, I bless it all. I find the gifts and release what no longer serves my growth. Assured that God is my dependable source, I release any pain of financial setback. In the joy of restored health, I release any memory of illness. Grateful for all modes of connection, I release any pain of loneliness. I move forward, feeling lighter, cleansed, and renewed for my journey forward. The scripture for today is from the book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 18. Do not remember the former things or consider the things of old. The word for today is release, and the affirmation, I take the best and leave the rest. Let's take a moment now for prayer. If you will, just close your eyes. Mother, Father, God, God of our understanding, we know that you are here with us, in us, as us, every moment of the day. And we give thanks for that. We bring to mind our prayer box, which is always right at home at Unity of the Valley Spiritual Center. We bring to mind the prayer ministry at Unity Village. We know that prayer within silent unity is continual, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's been that way for over 100 years. Our prayers this morning join with all other prayers, past, present, and future. So from that living, loving presence of Spirit within, take a moment to quietly speak the names of people you want to hold in prayer this morning, and be sure to include your own name. We affirm that divine order is unfolding now and blessing all that is. Amen. Well, this is different. This service is a substitute for our traditional burning bowl service. We usually hold a big burning bowl ritual at night when it's dark on New Year's Eve. And it's so beautiful with strings of lights and lots of candles and a large burning bowl up on the altar. The ritual just sparks with expectation for the new year, which generally is just hours away. I absolutely love the burning bowl, and many of you do too. But this, my friends, has been an odd year, hasn't it? A different sort of year. There have been so many extremes this year. We've had storms and floods and fires and natural disasters around the world. Our very dear country is in turmoil. There's so much political tension and the racial inequality and all the propaganda and polarization, not to mention a worldwide pandemic. We've been faced with change and loss and grief, and we've been separated from each other and from people we care about, especially our families and friends and loved ones. These pandemic restrictions have gone on for, I think, like 10 months now, so we might feel tired of it all, and we might feel lonely. But we also know that it's the hard things that help us grow. One of my all-time favorite quotes is from Richard Bach. There's no such thing as a problem without a gift for you in its hands. So today is our big year-end review, a chance to let go of the old and envision what's coming. Today can be a turning point as we eagerly open the door to possibility and move into 2021. To feel whole and well, especially in this kind of year that we've had, we humans need grounding, we need community, and we need ritual. Rituals are something that we do year after year with people we care about. Rituals help make our lives meaningful. So this is a brand new way for us to share a sacred ritual remotely through Zoom. This release and renew ritual is a way for us to be together as community, people coming together for spiritual growth. It's also a way to individually set course for the new year. This morning, we will sing songs with Rich. We will release what we no longer need in our lives, and we will write a letter of intention for what we want to bring into our lives in the coming year. The affirmation from the Daily Word this morning, I take the best and leave the rest. Today is about what will I keep and what will I let go of? How will Spirit guide me when I open my heart to a new year and a new life? You're going to need to gather some supplies. And here's what you need: a pen and a few pieces of paper. This should be loose leaf paper or stationery, not your journal. And if you're not at your desk or at a table, you might want a magazine or something hard to support your paper when you write. An envelope is optional. You can always find one later. So for now, I want you to locate some paper and a pen, and Rich will play some music while you're gathering what you need. Rich, let's have some fun paper finding music, shall we?
Thank you.
Unmute. Thank you, Rich. That was wonderful. I clicked the wrong button. Thank you, Rich. That was really delightful. I love it. I hope you're all back now and ready for me to move on. I'm glad I'm back. Traditionally, for the burning bowl ritual, I talk about, and Audrey used to talk about the phoenix, a myth that originated thousands of years ago. The mythical firebird that could live 500 years, but near the end of its life, it would build a massive nest, and then both the nest and the bird would burst into flames until all that was left were ashes. Then slowly, slowly out of the ashes, a new baby phoenix was born. The phoenix represents the cycle of life, life, death, and rebirth. With a burning bowl, we burn what we perceive as limitations, shortcomings, problems, and negativity from our past. And we watch those things go up in flames, and nothing remains but ashes. The burning is a symbolic release, and it's also a reminder that we are not our past. In fact, the ashes are fertilizer for our future. The ashes are the rich ground for new seeds, for something new to be born. Like a baby phoenix, we emerge, new and eager and expectant, ready for a new life, a new year, and a new beginning. Well, this year, we're not in our sanctuary with our beautiful burning bowl and shimmering candles. This year, we'll be doing things differently. Why not? It's been a very different year. The longer I live, the more I realize that life is about letting go of expectations, letting go of outcomes, letting go of mistakes and disappointments, letting go of judgment. Sometimes it's hard for me to let go, and I resist change. I try to hold on to people and things, even when I know that it would be better for me to let go. When I was a little girl, I didn't want to give up a pair of my favorite shoes, even though I outgrew them and they pinched my toes. As we grow and change, sometimes things just don't fit anymore. Clothes for sure, but also we graduate from school, we switch jobs, we end relationships, we throw out old belongings, we have children, we move to new homes. There's so much change over a lifetime. Things are always evolving and changing. And there's an old saying that goes, the only constant in life is change. So we come to realize that letting go is an essential part of life. The trees in our yards this fall let go of all their leaves, didn't they? Next spring, new leaves will pop out. It's important for our spiritual growth to be able to let go of what no longer serves us, what we don't need anymore. Let go and let God. Let go and move on. We need to let go in order to heal and in order to grow. Before you make New Year's resolutions or set intentions or create a new vision for yourself, it's helpful to release the baggage you've been carrying around. In this way, you make room for something new, something good to come into your life. It's like the denials and affirmations that we use in Unity. You have a bucket, you dump out the sand and the dirt from your bucket, and then it's empty and ready for you to pour in the clean, fresh water. You consciously let go of things that aren't serving you, things that are other than love. And when you let go, your unconscious mind is stimulated to align with your conscious decision, especially if there are physical actions and emotions that go along with the releasing. That's why our ritual is so powerful, because we're up and doing something and we have emotions when we're writing. Today, I encourage you to let go of everything you can think of. Old habits, limiting beliefs, unfounded fears. Let go of anger, resentment, shame. Here's some things. Let go of sarcasm and cynicism and making other people the other. Let go of rigid attitudes that say, I'm right and you're wrong. And let go of self-criticism and that negative self-talk when we beat ourselves up. Let go of anything that feels stuck, that holds you back or weighs you down. Anything that feels like it's been burdening you for far too long. Release anything and everything that binds you to your past or blocks your growth, blocks your spiritual unfoldment. In past years, people have asked me and wondered if it's okay to write someone's name on their paper when they want to let go of a relationship and move on. Please know that that's a fine thing to do. It won't hurt the other person. The releasing is symbolical. It's a symbolism that ends the unhealthy connections. It will help you free up energy locked in the past because it unties the strings that bind you. You know what? I plan to write 2020 on my paper. You can release this whole year. Let's put this year behind us. You can write COVID-19 on your paper and release the pandemic. So please gather your writing supplies and place them on your lap or close beside you. You know, with the burning bowl, you got this tiny little piece of flash paper to write on, and not much could be written on it. But today you have a whole sheet of paper, and you can use both sides if you want. So you've got all your supplies nearby, and right now I'd like to invite you to move into a meditation with me, the meditation of release. So get comfortable. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Just slow down. Be in this present moment. Relax. One breath in, one breath out. Just easy and slow, here and now. Allow your heart and mind to open to spirit. Become aware that the love of God is breathing you right now. Aware that the light of God shines within you. Aware that the wisdom of God lives within you and guides you. From this peaceful place, look back on your life. You're looking for things to release. Look back upon your words and thoughts and actions. Find what's out of balance. Maybe where you clung to some resentment or closed yourself to love or held back forgiveness. Just find those limiting beliefs and old habits that don't serve you. Locate any stuck emotions or heavy burdens, whatever is weighing you down. This is a perfect time to release. Allow your heart to tell you what to release. And now pick up your pen and paper and write whatever you need to release. Just let it out. Words, sentences, thoughts, feelings. Write as much as you need to release. You can even draw a picture if that works for you. And you'll have plenty of time to let go, let go, let go. Rich will play some music for a few minutes as we write. Please set your pens aside now and take a deep breath with me and let it out with a very loud exhale. Let's do that again. Breathe in, let it out. This is an act of release and purification. Now, take your paper in both of your hands. Let's see it. And rip it up. I want you to tear it to shreds and say, yes, good riddance. This is old news. I'm free. Goodbye. I release and I let go. I'm so done with this, right? So done. I release and I let go. Rich, how about we sing that song right now?
Sounds like a good plan, Barb. Now, we've sung this song many times before. And when I heard recently the songwriter of the song, Ricky Byers-Beckwith, when I heard her performance of this, she sang this intro to it that all the times that we've done this song at Unity of the Valley, we usually just do the verses. We don't do this intro. And this, when I heard Ricky sing this intro, it made such a big difference to me. It changed my entire perspective about how I saw the rest of the song. So, talking with Barb and Peggy this morning, preparing for this morning, we thought it would be perhaps advantageous to share this intro with you. So here's how it goes. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you've got to let it go. Let it all go. And this is what you can choose to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. And I'm free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Come on now. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. And I'm free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. One more time. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light, and I'm free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God, only here for God.
Thank you, Rich. That's beautiful. I love the beginning of that song. Well, everyone, how good is this, huh? You've taken action to release what no longer serves you. You've ripped up what you no longer need in your life, and you feel lighter. Those concerns and burdens are now just bits of paper. And the bits of paper are like the ashes from the phoenix or from the burning bowl. The shreds of paper are like the leaves that fell from the trees this fall. They're dried up, they're shriveled without energy. They're stomped into the ground or they're broken into tiny pieces and blown away by the winds. I want you to think of those images later on today after the service when you throw those bits of paper into your recycle bin or trash can. Just ashes, just old leaves. By shredding all your old baggage, you've opened up a big space for spirit to fill. And nature abhors a vacuum. So what will you invite into this new space? I've read about a woman, Roz Savage. She's an accomplished ocean rower out in the middle of the ocean, all by herself in a boat. And I like this powerful quote of hers. She said, "Be mindful of the link between present action and desired future outcome. Ask yourself, if I repeat today's actions 365 times, will I be where I want to be in a year?" If you do the same thing every day for the next year, will you get where you want to go? Will you get where Spirit wants you to go? Let's set a course today for the island of fulfillment and joy. Let's set a course for a world of peace and understanding. Chart your route to contentment and love. What is your desired destination? Your future is formed by the decisions you make in this moment and by the actions you take in this moment. Last week, I was talking to my oldest son, Ben, and he just had a conversation with one of his high school buddies, a young man who was part of our family life since the boys were in 6th grade. So he's kind of like an adopted son of mine. Anyway, he told Ben about a conversation that I had with him a few years back before his birthday. And he had asked me back then, "What's it like to be in your 30s?" And he relayed to Ben that this was my answer. This is how he remembered my answer. In your 30s, you make a bunch of decisions that end up affecting the rest of your life. I don't know if I was really that blunt. I know I didn't mean to be ominous or fatalistic. I meant pay attention. Pay attention to your life in the now. Think through the possible consequences of your choices because your future is formed and created by the decisions that you make in this present moment. A whole new year is about to begin, and we're looking forward to that new year, aren't we? 2021. Yes, 2020 was an unusual year, but it also brought us some gifts in its hands. You probably learned some things and made some discoveries about yourself. It was a year of connecting more with nature and being outside, out of doors. Families who were living together got to spend much more time together. One father told me that it was really wonderful to be able to have meals with his kids again and not be rushing off to all the different meetings and extracurricular activities that they had before. This year taught us about faith. acceptance, resilience, and speaking your truth, and so much more. And now it's time to reflect upon what's next. What wants to be born in you in this new year? God gave you this life. As Mary Oliver asks in one of her poems, tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? You know I'm a Mary Oliver fan. I love that poem. So I'm going to read it to you. It's called The Summer Day by Mary Oliver. Yes, let's think about summer in the middle of winter, shall we? The summer day. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean. The one who has flung herself out of the grass, the one who is eating sugar out of my hand, who is moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down, who's gazing around with her enormous, complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pale forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wing open and floats away. I don't know exactly what prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I've been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Your one wild and precious life. Your life is a gift that you continue to create. What is the yearning in your heart? Do you have a bucket list? What dreams and visions are bubbling up in you? Is there something that brings you so much laughter and joy? Who inspires you and why? How do you want to grow? What ideas keep coming and coming and coming? Please pick up your paper and pen again and get ready to write. And you may want to write the date on top of this letter. It's December 27th, 2020. Your letter can be written from you as a prayer to Spirit, or it can be written as a letter to you from Spirit. This letter is about your passion and purpose, your dreams and goals and intentions, your one wild and precious life. I invite you to move into meditation with me now. So get comfortable and close your eyes again and take a deep breath. Slow down. Just breathe. One breath in, one breath out. Relax here and now, and allow your heart and mind to open to Spirit. Become aware again that the love of God is breathing you right now. Aware that the light of God shines within you. Aware that the wisdom of God lives within you and always, always guides you and supports you. Take a deep, sweet breath and smile. And from a place of empowerment, imagination, and creativity, just begin to write your letter. Again, there's plenty of time. Let your heart tell you what to write while Rich plays music for us. Rich. Wonderful. Thank you, Rich. That's good. So good. So please set your pen aside. You have now empowered yourself by setting intentions for your life in the coming year. If you feel like, excuse me, you haven't got your letter just quite right, or you want to fine tune it, you can do that later today. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to keep your letter by your bed and read it every night before you go to sleep. Every night for 2, maybe even 3 weeks, I want you to read your letter. And after that, tuck the letter away. You can fold it and put it into an envelope on the outside, right? Do not open until July 2021 or some other date out in the future. Slip your letter into your Bible or a favorite spiritual book and let it rest there until you happen to find it or go looking for it a few months from now. Whenever you do read your letter on that future day, celebrate your success and renew your commitment. Express your gratitude, and if you like, you can revise your intentions to inspire more growth. Let the letter be a joy as you discover how your life unfolds, because we make plans, we set goals, we create objectives, but we cannot know really how Spirit will inspire us and how Spirit will collaborate with us to create our future. We learn from the past. It helps define our characters and provides growth opportunities, but we are not our past. We can look to the future and make plans and set goals and write up to-do lists. But the future is always out there before us, holding unimaginable twists and turns. Where is our point of power? In this now moment, in this breath, in this heartbeat, in this thought, right now. I want you to say this affirmation with me. And so repeat after me. I'll break it into parts. Repeat after me. I release the past. I release the past. So I am free in this moment. So I am free in this moment for all that is possible. For all that is possible. I hope you feel relief and lighter after releasing what you do not need. I hope you feel enthusiastic about your future, what waits for you when you open your heart and open the door to a new year. I hope you feel joy and contentment as you look for the good and find the good in yourself and others right now in this present moment. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be healthy in mind, body, and spirit. May you be happy, and may you find peace and abundant blessings in the new year. Thank you.
That's absolutely wonderful, Barb. Thank you. Now, this song is not a performance piece. This song is one where I hope you will join me. Many of you have heard it. Some of you have sung it. It's about all of us being the children of spirit and all of us learning more every moment, remembering more every moment about the wonder of all. And here's how the chorus goes. For your children are remembering slowly to honor all that is alive. And then the same melody. For your children are remembering slowly the oneness of all that is alive. And the verses have the same kind of melody. You'll pick up on that very quickly. So I hope you'll be joining me soon. Mother of stars, mother of galaxies, mother of all that is alive. Mother of mountains, mother of rivers, mother of all that is alive. For your children are remembering slowly to honor all that is alive. For your children are remembering slowly the oneness of all that is alive. Father of winged ones, Father of animals, Father of beings in the sea, Father of winds, Father of grasses, Father of the rains and the trees. For your children are remembering slowly to honor all that is alive. For your children are remembering slowly the oneness of all that is alive. Mother of stars, Father of galaxies, Spirit of all that is alive. Mother of dreams, Father of wonders, Spirit of the great wheel of time. For your children are remembering slowly to honor all that is alive. For your children are remembering slowly the oneness of all that is alive. And the closing, the balance of all that is alive, the wonder of all that is alive.
That was beautiful, Rich. Thank you. Thank you. All of us who are fond of and connected to Unity of the Valley are deeply grateful for your financial contributions and for your participation in our Sunday services and in our classes. Your involvement helps keep our spiritual community alive and thriving. We affirm that we are abundantly prospered in all ways as we give of our time and our talents and our treasures with gratitude and an open heart. Our lives and our spiritual center are enriched by your generosity. We're going to read the love offering affirmation together, and then you'll have a brief time during a musical interlude to consider your love offering. You may make a contribution by mailing a check to the center, or you can use the donate button on our website. We thank you in advance for your contributions that you're inspired to make. So please join me now in the love offering affirmation. Together, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am.
My gift goes forth on the wings of love, and it lands where it can. Heal and bless, it returns to me, multiplied 1,000-fold as the universe says yes, yes, as the universe says yes. My gift goes forth on the wings of love, and it lands where it can. Heal and bless, it returns to me, multiplied 1,000-fold as the universe says yes, yes, as the universe says yes.
Now I invite everyone to join me in blessing all contributions and good of any kind so generously given to support Unity of the Valley this week. Together, we affirm that, whoops, here we go. We affirm that God is our source and we are the channels. We bless these gifts given in love that serve our spiritual family and flow out into our community and beyond. We are prosperous and blessed with abundant good. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. We have just a couple announcements for you this morning. I'd like to invite you to join us next week, January 3rd, for White Stone Sunday. This is a tradition at Unity of the Valley to begin the new year and receive a new name. Music will be performed by Claire Vandekromet, and our volunteers will be back with us. And I'll be leading the meditation and giving the message. So I hope to see you next Sunday. How about this one? You can be part of a webinar workshop led by Deborah Engel. It's entitled Free Yourself for More Joy. She's offering this workshop to Unity of the Valley at no cost. It's so very generous of her, and I know it will be a great class. It will be held on Monday, January 11th from 7 to 8:30. For more details and to register, go to our website, unityofthevalleymn.org. Here's a slide about how to reach us. So you can see that our email address is there, our website, Facebook, YouTube. We send out a weekly newsletter. If you haven't signed up for that, we invite you to. Yeah, lots of ways to connect with Unity. And now I'd like to close my part of the service with the affirmation of new life. Will you join me in this affirmation? I am free of burdens from the past. I have released everything that weighs me down or dims my light. I'm lifted up into the dawn of a new day. I am free and empowered, moving into a higher vibration of love, peace, and joy. I go forth alive with light, love, power, and the presence of spirit within me. Go for it.
All right, so I believe you all know this one. I am alive, aware, and awake. Here we go. I am alive, aware, and awake. I am alive, aware, and awake. Joyous and enthusiastic for life. I am alive, aware, and awake. I am alive, aware, and awake. Joyous and enthusiastic for life. I see each morning as a new beginning. I greet each day as an opportunity to share. I'm breathing deeply and I feel connected to all the love God's sending everywhere. Here we go. I am alive, aware, and awake. I am alive, aware, and awake. Joyous and enthusiastic for life. I am alive, aware, and awake. I am alive, aware, and awake. Joyous and enthusiastic for life. Verse one more time. I see each morning as a new beginning. I greet each day as an opportunity to share. I'm breathing deeply and I feel connected to all the love God's sending everywhere. All right. I am alive, aware, and awake. I am alive, aware, and awake. Joyous and enthusiastic for life. I am alive, aware, and awake. I am alive, aware, and awake. Joyous and enthusiastic, joyous and enthusiastic, joyous and enthusiastic for life. All right.
All right. You're invited to stay connected on this Zoom meeting for our social time, which starts now.